Okay, what's up YouTube? So we're back watching a market movers video, and Teapot has said that he tried crossing his cards over to PSA from CGC. So he's bought a bunch of cards on the video. I've just checked this out. And so what he's done is he's bought $2,500 worth of cards, right? And he's bought like a Houndoom, a Typhlosion, so you know Typhlosion is that's not 17, is it? No. So you've got Mew, which is a 9.5. He's got like a Bulbasaur 10. He's got a Blastoise 10. He's got Bill, looks like it, 10. Bill. Right, he's got an Arcanine 9.5. He's got like a Butterfree. It's a 10. He's got a 9.5 Flareon. And what he's done is he's sent these to PSA in the chance to get them crossed over to a 10 or to have them lowered to a 9 if some of them reach the value aspect. So what he's trying to do right now is he is trying to upgrade his cards from a 9.5 to a 10. So let's say, for example, the first few we looked at is none of them have crossed over. Now, the problem with PSA is PSA has kind of said, well, cheers for the free money, mate.
Is the Bulbasaur BGS 9.5. No subgrades on this.
And if you don't know that, BGS is now owned by PSA. So anybody using BGS is kind of just giving PSA money because PSA own Beckett. So in my eyes, there's no reason to send cards to Beckett anymore. Like, for you to try and get the black label is a waste of time. You might as well just send it to AGS and get an AGS, legendary 10, because pretty much a Beckett 10 black back label 10 is basically just a PSA 10 realistically now, because a PSA 10 PSA is owned by Beckett, so PSA own Beckett, so there's no point in sending to get a black label 10. What's the point in getting the black label? That's the only reason why people are grading with them, right? So but you're still funding PSA, so I don't get it.
Did not cross over. They sent it back to me. This card, I'm going to mark some things off as I go here. And this card, I had a...
Right, so they've tried to cross over this one. And obviously,
min grade of... I had a min grade of PSA 9 on this.
So, if PSA own Beckett, why would they not cross it over to that company or not, right? So, do they know that he's doing a marketing video or like a video with this documented? Do they know his name when he's doing submissions? He probably kind of needs to submit it in someone else's name, I would say. So, the first card didn't get crossed over, right? Let's just jump to where he gets the next one. Right, so. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, we got an app.
What's that? I just built the budgeting app in base 44. Guys.
Okay, so.
And here's the...
Now he's got a Flareon, yeah?
Flareon, CGC 9.5, did not cross. And I did put a min grade of PSA 10 on this one. So PSA 9 would have been losing money. Came back and I think this one...
Yeah, but what's wrong with the card? There's nothing wrong with what... You see, this is the thing with PSA. PSA's not disclosing what's wrong with the card. That employee might have just been lazy and just be like, yo, I'm not crossing these over today. I can't be bothered. Let's just send him the whole lot back with 0 crossovers, right? And we'll just make free money. And is that what they've done?
One was a little off center. I wasn't sure, but I kind of wanted to test. If you've got a CGC 9.5, like, will any of these things actually cross to PSA? That one did not.
Send it to AGS and then see what they say.
Next card. The Butterfree Expedition Reverse Hollow. Cool card. These have a pretty strong cult following. This was a CGC 10, and I did put a min grade of PSA 10. Did not cross. We're 0 for 3 so far. Not great. Not great. Will it get any better? Here's the Sabrina trainer card.
Bro, I'm sure the crossover service for PSA is $40, right? $50? Is it $50? It's about $50 now, isn't it? It's about 35 UK pound, isn't it?
CGC 10. And I said a min grade of PSA 10 did not cross.
So why won't PSA relabel it?
0 for 4. All right. Here's another trainer, CGC 9.5. I said min grade, PSA 9.
And they didn't cross it.
Did not cross. Wouldn't even give it a PSA 9, let alone a 10.
Wow.
The Arcanine. Arcanine CGC 9.5. I put a min grade of PSA 9. Would not cross.
Wow.
Next one. This one makes me sad. The Metagross 9.5 Reverse Hollow. Very cool card. EX Deoxys set here. And on this one, I did put min grade PSA 10 based on value. Did not cross.
You're taking the piss, bro. They said, yo, GG, mate. Thanks for the free money. Right? Okay. Okay, we're back to the box. We're back to the box. Alright, yeah. Let's see what it says.
At the CGC graded cards, they've got to do something for the consistency, because when I talk to people, they're like, oh yeah, I mean, everything just gets a CGC 10 or a 9.5 in Pokemon. And I'll pull the cards off and I look at them, and I can have CGC 10s that have very clear edge chipping, centering issues, all kinds of stuff. And you would think the fact that they have a 9.5 would mean they'd kind of live in that space like SGC does. SGC is, they're very eager to give out a 9.5 over a 10. I think they grade pretty strict. CGC, it's kind of all over the place. And I'll look at CGC 9s that look completely flawless through the slab, and they're 9s, and you wonder why. I will say they have their pristine 10. So they have a 10 and then a pristine 10, similar to what Beckett does with the 9.5, and then they go pristine 10 and Black Label 10. The highest grade you can get is that pristine 10 with CGC. So there is some room above and beyond the regular 10 to be like, oh, this one's exceptional. But the general feedback that I've gotten when talking to people in the shop...
Yeah, but it's a weak 10. A weak 10 is, let's say for example, the edges are perfect, the surface is perfect, but the centering's slightly out. It still should be a 10. If every card was a perfect centering on the back, perfect edges, perfect corners, then every card would get the pristine 10 or the Black Label 10. So in my eyes with this, there's technically a bit of scamming going on with these companies, because it's the customer base is 9.5 and then 10. Well, if you get a 9.5 blue label and send it back to CGC, you get a 10. But why are you going to do that when you're in the UK? Right, it's alright if you're in America, you just send it through USPS and boom, done. In America, you got to ship through Royal Mail to get it to USPS to send it to them, and then you got to pay the extortionate return costs. You might as well just crack the card and regrade it. You get what I mean?
Is that even if it's a CGC 10, not the pristine, they're still kind of yeah, we're not sure. If you compare pricing to a CGC pristine 10 and a PSA 10, it's much closer. In some cases, it can be slightly less still. In some cases, it's actually more than a PSA 10, but the CGC 10s are half or less right now in many cases, including this one, which also did not cross.
Wow, bro.
This is the Trainer Bill from the base set, first edition, 1999. I put min grade PSA 10 on this one. So far, this has not been a fruitful experiment.
Wow.
Here is the CGC 10 Bulbasaur, and I had a min grade of PSA 10. Did not cross.
They've done him, man. They've done them all. Done them all, bro.
I gotta hit the beat.
My Xiaomi. Use a Xiaomi.
Video, and for all of these fine people watching this video, this did not go well. These were not the results I was hoping for. I was hoping to get at least 3 or 4 of them to cross over, even if only for just neutral value like this one. I think on a few of those where I went from like a 9.5 to a min grade 9, it was that similar like break-even scenario. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know that I would do this again on my own. I will say,
You got scammed, right? PSA scammed you. They scammed you, Teapot. Right, the only way you do it is you break them all and send them in. But then, if they know you sent them in on the same customer name, yeah, then they'll go 9999999, and they'll give you all 9s and no fucking 10s.
that James from
Cause the guy grading, if he'd seen your videos, he goes, yeah, I'm gonna fucking, I know what cards he's gonna submit, and I'm gonna give him all 9s to be a dick. Now, if I send him AGS, then I'll probably get a 10. Right? There you go.
my team, who works on my team, James recently bought a CGC10 Dragonite, vintage Dragonite card, a Neo Genesis Dragonite, and he bought it for a few $100. No, I think he actually got a really good deal on it. Like, it normally is like a $200 card, and I think he paid like $115 or something. And he did crossover service, regular service level. For whatever reason, he sent his off back in like late November, early December, and he got it back the same day I got mine back that I sent in on January 23rd. So I'm not sure what that was about and what the backlog had to do. His sat in assembly for a long time. So it moved from grading into assembly, and in the PS.
I don't know what the reason is with like these guys taking so long to fucking regrade cards. Like, it takes 6 months, bro, to grade your cards, bro. Just use AGS and get it done in 5 days, bro.
PSA app, it actually says assembly printing labels, and he only sent that one card. And so he was sitting there sweating, saying, like, does printing labels has to mean they're printing a new label so that it's going to get slabbed and encapsulated? And so he was like, man, I got to think that means it crossed. And he waited, and he waited, and he waited. And then he contacted them, and that same day that he contacted them, it, like, moved status. So maybe he should have reached out to them sooner. I'm not sure what makes something get stuck in the queue. But his obviously took like, mine took 6 weeks and his took 12 or 13 weeks for the same service level. Very strange. Sent that one Dragonite CGC10 labs with the bottle opener trick. It's much more dangerous. So,
Okay. Finish the experiment and send them all in raw. In separate orders under a different name. Correct. That's what I'm saying. Different name. You need a different name. You know what to do, Teapot. Okay. We confirm how the big fraud of the PSA crossover. Okay. The PSA crossover is bullshit. PSA is the biggest legal scammers. Yeah? Please send again. Yeah. Okay. I've cracked CGC cards and sent them to PSA. 50% of the time will come back. 20% of the time will come back higher. 20% of the time will come back lower. I have an 8, will come back a 10. 9.5, come back at 8. Very little. Okay. So, note to yourself. Never send crossover slabs to PSA. Okay. That's another one added to the board, right? Infinite money glitch by PSA. Yeah, we just said, yeah, free money, guys. Don't cross over. Took your money. They took your money out and didn't have to slab your stuff. It's a genius business plan. And now you'll have to send them all in raw, meaning more money. Oh, bro, you need a bag of popcorn. I didn't buy no bags of popcorn. I should have brought some bags of popcorn. This is what you need when watching these. That's insane. $1,000 to grade 14 cards and grade over 1. You will lose money either way, right? Professional scamming authenticators, right? Please submit again. I'm liking that one, bro. Yeah, it's like this. Right, so PSA can't say that CGCs are compatible to them. It would give CGC legitimacy on their grades. Right. When you pay much for a crossover service and they do nothing, I should at least come with graded notes. Why? Yeah. Essentially, PSA opened the package, repackaged it, sent it back. Nice. Cheers for the free money. Yeah. Free money glitch. Right, so cracking and resending them would be, yeah, under a different trying to type with one hand, under a different name. I'm not looking at the keys. Under a different name. Definitely crack them and send them in. I want to see it come back a 9. The thing is, he should really just crack them all and send them into AGS. Can't like I post that? Can't I post that? So I'm gonna post that. Yeah. Crack them all and send them to AI grading. Oh no, we must type this correctly, yeah. AGS grading, yeah, and post results and the scans why the card got the grade it did. Yeah. Can anyone like type and not look at the keys, or is it just me, like just muscle memory in the brain? I don't know. Can you guys do it or not, or is it just something that I've like discovered? Crack them all and send them to AGS grading and post results and the scans why the card got the grade it did, and let's see if CGC was telling the truth. Yeah, telling the truth, as I have cracked CGC slabs and got a AGS 10. Done. Boom. Comment. There we go. My comments live. Thanks for watching my video, guys. That's enough of that. PSA scammed. What was it? What did he say? PSA what? I'm going to comment this one. I'm going to keep this one as professional scamming authenticators. Okay. Right here, I'm going to copy that. That's going to be the title of my video. You're safe, boys.